I'd be paying close. I know a guy who paid upwards of 20, I think it was 15 to 20 grand in taxes.
Wow.
And it doesn't sound like a lot.
Well, it sounds like a lot.
But imagine you're paying business
grand.
expenses on top of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It adds up for sure.
Yes. And so what I have to do is find ways to be more efficient, which is using corporate tax law. So me using corporate tax law, I'm able to cut my tax expense doing skip the dishes from, let's say, $4,000 in a year on $25,000 revenue to maybe paying only what it costs to prepare the taxes.
Okay.
Which is like as much as like maybe $1,200, $1,000, let's say. Right? So it goes from $4,000 to $1,000.
Okay. Yeah, that's smart.
But it's smart.
For you.
But I shouldn't have to do that.
Well,
I know what I'm saying by that is like I should be able to go to work. The idea is go to work your ass off.
Yeah. And
then pay my fair share, but enough for me to be able to live off of at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But the reality is that's not what's happening.
Right.
The reality is I'm in my situation getting taxed so much that if I don't use corporate tax law, I have no savings at the end of the year. Virtually very little. And so, and we don't want to incentivize an economy where people are trying to avoid paying taxes.
No, you don't want that.
But that's what's happening.
Right.
And so that's where I'm like, there's something broken here.
Well, even Mark Carney had tax havens, right? In wherever.
Brookfield or whatever he's into and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just how the game is played.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I'm willing to learn it.
Yeah.
But it's like, shouldn't have, like, it shouldn't be that way, you know? Somebody should be able to go to work their ass off, and save some money at the end of the year, put some for retirement.
That's basic
shit,
stuff,
right?
Yeah, you would think.
But the reality is just it wasn't matching that. And imagine on top of that, you're paying carbon tax.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And that just adds to it, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's just math at that point, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, oh, like something's here is not right. And that's why I brought this about Bitcoin. At the same time as all that's happening, guess what's going up?
Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is keeping that system honest. It's keeping that whole idea honest. Of like, okay, I get it. We want to be able to take care of people that are sick, poor, ill. Those things are important.
Yep.
If we can do those things, we should as a society.
I agree.
I think those things are actually we should be doing those things.
Yeah.
And we should incentivize
if we have the money.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And not only if we have the money, we should make it a habit to be generous.
We should, yeah.
Even if you don't have anything, you should want to be generous.
You should want to, but you got to make sure, like you were saying, it's fiscally responsible, right? Like
yes.
You can't just increase taxes, jack up taxes to do all these social programs. Like I was saying, you should find efficiencies and then use that money for whatever you want to use it for. Hopefully what would be best for the people, right? That's what the government's supposed to be doing. The government's supposed to be working for the people. And I think they've kind of lost the plot on that a little bit, right? I think
absolutely
they're working for the elites or whatever you want to call
that's
it.
That's right.
And yeah, that's my opinion. So.
That's right. And we should have policies that are really benefiting the common person. That's why when Carney cut the carbon tax, I'm like,
yeah,
hallelujah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so grateful for that.
Yep.
And like, just hopefully we can see politics, and I think that's what we're seeing now, a moderate politics. Where we're not getting so much of an extreme, at least in Canada. We're getting more of a moderate take on things.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
Because I think we're going to get the sensible ideas out of that.
Well,
and hopefully Carney can bring the best out of the Canadian economy.
Yeah, I think, and I don't know if you might not agree with this, but I'll just say it anyways.
Go ahead.
I think Poilievre is kind of, I don't like what he's doing right now, personally. I think he's being a little bit of a polarizing figure, and so he kind of said he wants such a hard cap on immigration that more people are leaving the country than coming in.
Wow.
And so I was kind of going, okay.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to blame immigrants.
Yeah.
That's the scapegoat.
And he wasn't doing that, right? Like, that's the weird thing.
You're right. At the beginning, he wasn't doing that. You're right.
Now he's kind of starting to do it a little bit. And I'm just wondering, is that the best thing for the country right now? Or maybe what Poilievre should be doing is coming up with a list of projects, right? Because he's saying, Carney, you don't have a list of projects. Well, if Polyev has a list of projects, maybe he should present that list, right?
Yes.
And get this country moving a little bit faster. If he can work to helping us getting moving, then I think I'd be very supportive of Polyev. But I don't like how he's kind of being a little more divisive right now.
That's right. And it doesn't help people think about what's really important.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like, I think it's so easy to blame this person, that person, this
Yep.
person, that person, just on a personal accountability level.
Yep.
I think it's easy to blame like our elected leaders. Us in the private sector, we love to do that.
Mm.
We love to say, "Oh, fucking government," you know.
Mm. Yeah, for
fucking
sure.
Trudeau, fuck Trudeau, like.
That was a sign.
That's
right.
right. I think it's like there's some truth to that, but I think it's very easy to do that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, how can we like, again, come back to the mission, inspire people to hustle. That's why I've been doing this in the first place.
Yep.
And obviously, there's a way to do that in politics. And I think like not being polarizing is a way to do that.
Mm.
Like, let's actually think sensibly.
Yeah.
Like, actually, the reason why we have immigration is because people in this country weren't having enough children.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
weren't having enough children.
I think that's a problem too.
All right, people weren't having enough children.
Yeah, and they still aren't.
The birth replacement rate
Yeah.
is like a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem.
And we can get into all the reasons why that is, but it's like,
Yeah.
you said incentives.
Mm-hmm.
We should be incentivizing people, and I think
Well,
the government
I have this
doing
exact same idea. That's one thing I like. that
instead of
Trump
punishing.
did. Yeah.
It shouldn't be punishing.
No.
Oh, we're gonna cut down on the gays, and we're gonna cut down on the trans, and we're gonna cut down on the immigrants, and we're gonna.
Yeah.
It should be incentivizing.
Mm-hmm.
Like having
Yeah.
a positive outlook.
Like
on
one
things.
thing Trump did that I actually liked, which may be controversial, I guess, but I think he's giving people money if they're having families.
That's right.
Right.
Yes.
Or at least a tax break or something like that. I think
right.
that's a really good idea. Encourage people to choose family, and that will help get our country moving as well.
Right.
But I don't know if you want to go back to the stop picks. I guess we kind of veered off there. A
No,
little bit.
this is great. I think this is good. And like, again, the reason why to bring it back to the page, this channel, inspiring power people to hustle. This is a different take on that idea, and it's a take that's like in a political sense, right? And so there's a way for us to empower and inspire people to hustle through politics.
Mm-hmm.
And politics is policy.
Yeah.
It's in the word.
Yep.
Right? People get very political. It's like, oh, this and that, but it's just policy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so this is another way to serve that mission.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think like I think we're aligned on that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's just like, I think we're aligned on that. You know what I mean? Obviously, this is more focused on investments.
Right.
So I want you to get into your stock picks and stuff. But I think policy does have an impact on investments.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So it's something to take into account, you know?
Yeah.
So go ahead and...
All right, so I'm going to have Tesla, strategy, ServiceNow. I'm also in McDonald's as well.
You eat McDonald's?
I do eat McDonald's.
How often?
Not as often as I probably used to, but
But you know, it's a solid cash flowing business.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's done a pretty good job, and Coca-Cola I think is tried pretty closely to that as well, and I know you were kind of talking about that as well.
That's right, consumer staples.
Yeah, exactly.
My mom works at Coca-Cola.
Okay.
But Coca-Cola Canada. It's a different... they almost franchise the bottling.
Mm.
So she gives me insights on that.
Okay.
So that's why I even like have an idea of what's going on, like new
Yeah.
products and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm in Coca-Cola, and then just going back to tech, right? Because I know a lot about tech, so I'm in Meta. I got
Meta solid.
yeah, Alphabet. Meta actually went up like $20,000. I think it's like my best performing stock actually.
Wow. Because it's so funny because you're on Meta.
Yeah, I am on Meta. We communicate over Meta, right?
That's right.
So yeah, I think I bought it at a good point, and it's done really well. Nvidia is another one I'm in just because of the whole AI race. It's important for that. And I am also in Apple. That one, you know, they're not as big of a leader in AI, which is something
They should be.
they should be. Yeah, but I think they're catching up on that, and I hope they'll be a little bit better. One I do regret investing in is that I did a while ago is Starbucks.
Yeah. I seen some guy on one of the pages that we follow on the Instagram
Okay.
talk about Starbucks.
Okay. And he's
How
saying
it's like there's a bank attached to it and all this stuff. And
is he saying it's a good pick or?
he was saying it was a good pick, but tell me why you regret doing it.
I regret doing it because it just hasn't really gone up much from when I first bought it. So I thought, you know, they're going to have a new CEO and maybe take it a little bit of different direction. You know, hopefully the stock would go up, but hasn't really gone anywhere. So that's why I kind of regret it. I don't know if they're really heading in a good direction or not. I'm not sure.
It's you're unsure about it.
I'm unsure about it. Yeah.
And that's usually an indicator to be like, maybe this is something I don't understand. You know.
Right. Yeah. I do drink Starbucks every once in a while, so I think it's not going away or anything like that. But yeah. I'm in a few energy companies because I am interested in energy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working kind of in the energy industry right now.
That's right.
So Suncor, at the time, I thought they're a little more committed to sustainability, so I thought they'd be profitable long term. And then another energy company I'm in is called Total Energies, which is like a French company, and so I think they're a little more committed to sustainability and kind of diversifying, so I think that's why they're a good pick. I also picked JP Morgan. That's one that I don't know why I picked it at the time, if I'm being honest, but it's gone up, so I'm pretty happy with that pick. And yeah, I think those are the main picks. I can send you the full list, obviously.
Yeah, send me the full list. We'll add it onto the video.
Yeah.
And
there is a couple others. I got a few health stocks. So one thing I like about maybe deploying a lot of capital is my portfolio is very diverse. So I have tech, I have energy, I have McDonald's and all that stuff, Bitcoin a little bit, but I also got health. So I invest in Oscar Health. So there's this one. Grok told me to invest in it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
right?
I see. I got it.
But they're supposed to be a leader in AI. That's one indicator I'm looking at is
leaders in AI.
Yeah, because I think that's going to be the future kind of thing. They call it the fourth industrial revolution.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's right.
So that's actually just kind of tangent. But I had a newspaper I was trying to do, and I called it Ivy Times. But if you actually look at it, it could also be like IV is the Roman numeral for 4. So it was also like 4 times. And so that was supposed to be kind of related to the fourth industrial revolution.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a little tangent. But yeah, and then I'm also invested in United Health Group. So that's probably a controversial one. That was actually
because of the CEO getting shot
CEO
by
got
Luigi
shot.
Mangione.
Exactly.
Like I was all over the news.
Yeah. And
that's very unfortunate. We're not laughing about the fact that the CEO got shot.
No.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
But yeah, they were obviously having some shady practices as well. So
yeah, so that's one I also kind of regret investing in because just this week it came out that now the DOJ is investigating them.
Wow, yeah, that's right. I said
criminal and civil fraud. So yeah, that's one.
There was something there.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, there might have been a reason he shot him, right? But
we're not justifying killing anybody.
No, of course it's not.
There was something there that needed to be
addressed.
addressed.
I don't know what's going on there, but that's one I might regret already. I just recently invested in it. And then Novo Nordisk is another one. I don't know if you heard of that.
I've heard it. I've heard the name.
So they do Ozempic and Wegovy. So another kind of controversial one. But AI, once again, Grok said it was kind of at a down point. So could be one that could go up. So I think those are the main ones at least. Yeah.
I think those... Yeah, that's great. Like, what was your main thesis around investing? Like, how do you think about your investing? You say the fourth industrial revolution. Is that kind of the...
Yeah, that's one. So looking for leaders in AI, kind of looking at forward-looking companies, right? Even in energy, I want a company that's also diversifying. I won't say transitioning because I don't really like that word, but I'd say diversifying at least, right? Their holdings so that they got some in renewables and stuff like that. So just looking at kind of leaders and then also the stock price a little bit, right? Like if it's trending down, maybe it's undervalued a little bit and stuff like that, right? So that's kind of my strategy. I don't have like I'm putting 10% in this or
like an asset allocation strategy.
No,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
I didn't.
It's just whatever you think makes sense.
Yeah.
How do you think about like asset allocation? Like, do you try and diversify among sectors? Like you mentioned sectors.
Sectors.
Do you think about asset classes, like in either in personal portfolio or like in terms of like, oh, I want to be diversified amongst real estate, commodities, cash, insurance products.
Yeah, that's
like,
something.
You know what I mean?
That's something
assets.
I probably need to look into a little bit more. And like I said, like I even put the S&P 500 on my watch list because that's probably better than what I'm trying to do, right? Which is pick stocks randomly and try to beat the S&P 500, which I haven't been able to do. Right?
That's right. I think over time it's so hard to do that. I read a whole book on it. Tony Robbins, Master the Game.
Okay.
Money, and like he says, over time it's so hard to beat the market.
Yeah.
Most people don't.
Yeah.
most stock pickers
I've seen that from the time I've done investing. I haven't beaten the market, so.
Yeah, same. So I agree. Like that's where I try to beat the market as well. I was beating the market at a certain point.
Okay.
And then like it's just the psychology of investors, you know. We get bullish when we shouldn't be bullish.
Right.
We get bearish when we should be bullish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like even I said I had a few regrets, right? Like it's times where, you know, even the United Health, maybe I should have waited a little longer and then popped in there.
But it's still early.
It's still early.
We still got time.
Like I said, you need to get me on 2 years from now. If you're still doing this, you hit me
for
up.
sure. That's a way to keep me accountable. Let's do a 2-year run. You know, at least 5-10 years. Let's see what we can do. No promises, but let's see what we can do. You know.
All right.
I'd be more than happy to continue to do this if we can. You know.
Yeah.
And continue to serve the mission. You know.
Yeah. I like the mission a lot.
Yeah, the mission's very important for me.
Yeah.
You know, how do we inspire and empower people to hustle? I think you giving those stock picks will give people like an insight in some things that are working, some things that might be of interest.
Yeah. So
it's just interesting to be able to share those ideas, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be very useful. Did you want to talk about some of the tech stuff before we get out of here?
Sure. Like, what are you interested in tech?
I just, anything that you have going on in terms of like projects. Okay. Obviously, you're working with the company.
Yep.
Anything you're looking out for?
Okay. Well, right now I'm just trying to revamp my personal website because my position is like a fixed term, so I will have to look for another job basically eventually. So I'm just trying to revamp my personal website. So I'm using kind of Grok to help do that. I tried using, I don't know if how much you've done with this, but I tried using Grok in Cursor. So that's like an IDE for coding basically. And so they have Grok in it now. So I tried to see if I could do something with that and it didn't really work for me. So I'm just...
You're into coding?
A little bit, yeah. I struggle with it a little bit. But I'm hoping like the AI can help elevate my game a little bit, right? And so, but I think having that background, like I know how if statements work and while loops and just kind of how to think in code, that really helps. But I think, hopefully the AI can help kind of take my game to the next level with coding. So that's what I've been trying to work on. And then what was your other question? Just like things
anything you're looking out for. So
looking out for? Like
things like that are of interest of you. Obviously you have stock picks. So
right.
You mentioned a lot of those actually.
Yeah.
Anything that you think is of interest, any news?
Okay.
Any like obviously you mentioned Apple. They're starting to turn around.
Yeah.
They're I think they're starting to partner with ChatGPT. I think that was
a lot of companies are partnering with
ChatGPT.
Yeah, I think Oscar Health was actually one that was partnering with OpenAI as well.
Yeah, and I think like because Apple's AI was so far behind for such a long time.
Yeah.
People were like, "What is this rollout?"
Yeah.
It's like, what do you like? You have the best phone.
Yeah.
We want the AI now. Like imagine talking to Siri. Have you talked to Siri?
I don't use an iPhone, so
it's pretty terrible. I know. I switched over to Google because of that.
Okay.
I was just like, these things, like Apple's been moving sideways. Even Zuckerberg talked about this on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay.
How Apple just innovated, and then they really kind of just sat on their innovation for a while, you know?
I think Google was one that was more of a leader in the early days of AI.
Where do you think Google is now? I'm very bullish on Google.
Yeah, I'm pretty bullish on Google. I mean, I think probably...
Obviously, they're having competition with the ChatGPT, the search stuff,
but they have Gemini, right? To also help offset that. And
exactly.
I think YouTube's just a huge platform that I think could even take over TV.
So just to wrap things up, Iyan, what did you want to leave people behind on the podcast with?
Yeah, I would just say, if you're thinking about investing and you're kind of unsure whether or not you want to do it, I think a great place to start is paper trading and, try it on your own and see how you do, and maybe you'll come to the same kind of realization that I did, that maybe it's best to just kind of go with the market type thing. So that's what I would say, but I'm definitely aligned with your mission, and I would consider myself a hustler as well. So
100%, man, 100%, and like I look forward to seeing how you can continue to push what's best for the country.
Yeah.
I think we need more people like that.
Yeah.
To be honest, we probably need more people that are more patriotic, that want to have the best for the country,
Yeah.
And I think you're serving the mission.
Yeah.
You are a hustler.
I am a hustler,
There you go.
yeah.
So it's like, we got to get you a hat, you know?
Give me some merch.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get you some merch for sure. No promises, but yeah, I think like, good. I think, you're tackling on the mission through something that's pretty important, you know? And I would love to see, I think we both have similar ideas in terms of how we want to see the country go. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think so.
So I think it just, let's continue to build.
Let's continue to build. I like it.
All right, brother. All right. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Hustle Holdings, Esteban Jimenez Osorio.
See you guys next time.
All right. See you guys.
If there is one.
Yeah, for sure. Bye-bye.